Morning, Jody. Morning, Shelz. Welcome.
Good morning.
Top of the bridge today, you know?
Yes.
man.
Up on go, we said.
Going.
Alive?
Nah, man. Fully nah, man.
Fully normal. All right. What's coming up in the show today?
All right, so at 7 a.m. we have Opal Palmer Adisa. She's a Jamaican writer and poet, and she's also the university director of the Institute of Gender and Development Studies at the University of West Indies, and she'll be talking to us about Miss Lou Festival that will be happening over the weekend. Right at 7:45 we have our connection in London with Roboranks and the Beat London 103.6 FM, and at 8:30 we have Samantha-rae Mclean. She's the executive producer and content creator and host of Inaugural Mix. Okay. So she'll be talking to us about that. And at 8:45 we have Man Chat. And the topic, should the education level of women be a deal breaker for men in relationship? And of course, Bridge Nation, you're welcome to share your true thoughts this morning.
Oh boy.
We have an Anguillan singer-songwriter, Olaide Banks, who will be speaking to us. And of course, at 9:15 we have Constitutionally Speaking.
All right. I'm loving this one. I'm loving this, especially that Man Chat there. All right.
Yes.
Of course, so you know the thing got Happy Friday's Eve, Bridge Nation. So you know have to check in with our peeps in the streets, see how traffic stay, how the roads stay. A very interesting WTF. That's what the fact. So you know apparently this very fun invention was actually created to distract people from sin.
That's right.
It never works still, because I'm pretty sure this particular country still full of sin, but the invention still at work to this day, so stay tuned for that one. Of course, at 6:30 we have our very first update, followed by the proverb of the day. I know the weekend is right around the corner, though, Bridge Nation, but someone's gonna get on your nerves today, so see if you can relate to our pet peeve. For my health conscious peeps, you know the vibes. For the love of health is coming your way as well. And for my peeps who are looking for something nice to watch over the weekend, I have a nice little binge or cringe coming your way. And at 7:30 it's all about trying to win that gift package in the Secret Sound game.
Sounds like a lot to look forward to.
Yes,
and I
is.
tell you that a lot of fun as well is in store.
Yes.
All right. Jonas' blouse reminds me of some jeans that we wear sometimes. You know, like, yeah, they have little cutouts. And we pay a lot of money for them, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I pay a lot of money for my clothes.
Have you ever bought a piece of
unfortunately.
Have you ever bought a piece of clothing and then you look back at it and say, "But look at me
Why?
paying all this money for something that is torn and."
Richie. All the time.
No,
Yeah.
me just find the cheat code, you know. Just go sub ups and link, Mr. Chin, and buy a cheap version. Not tier no United, you know.
Hey.
Just buy the regular jeans or something, then cut it myself.
Oh,
What is it?
There's a
Cheat code.
specific way
That's
that the
you get-
jeans cut
No, sir.
where
Yeah,
I
sure.
know I'm not gonna get it right. So I
Yeah.
just purchased my
That's
jeans with a
okay.
cutting
Okay.
knife
We
already.
cut our own jeans.
You hear them say, why shop a Louis V when there's a bash?
So when there's a bash.
it depends on what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Funny.
Exactly.
Well, that bash can get a free plug.
Yo, you soon hear
get
them
on
ads
board.
around. Christmas will come. You soon hear them ads around. It's time for WTF.
What the fact?
Now, in the 1880s, hosiery businessman LaMarcus Thompson hated that Americans were tempted by hedonistic places like saloons and brothels. So, what did he do? He set out to straighten up one of the most immoral places he could think of, Coney Island in New York. There, he built America's first roller coaster to give New Yorkers some good, what he considered clean fun, away from seedier pastimes. And those are not my words, by the way. It's all a part of the script. So that is what LaMarcus had in mind when he set up the first Coney Island in New York. You made reference earlier, Shelz, to the fact that it's in a country that does have its own fair share of sin.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even have to go beyond Las Vegas. They call Las Vegas the Sin City.
Yeah. Nah,
So-
it's in there everywhere.
It's
But, I mean,
everywhere. But he had something in mind.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely has, maintained that whole fun aspect of Coney Island, but it did not obviously reduce the level of sin
I don't know
being
what
committed.
kind of distraction from a brothel and a saloon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Saloon, hedonistic.
yeah, I mean, which one rather? You know, a roller coaster ride or a. Well, yeah.
Speak for yourself.
As I said, but you know what's interesting? I was mentioning his name.
Yeah.
Like a black man name though.
Lamarcus.
No, it is a
Thompson.
Yeah, it's actually a white man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I googled him. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Alright.
American inventor.
Well, we still thank him for what he did.
Yeah, man, it's a good one.
Yeah, it has carried on for decades, centuries actually,
Yeah.
beyond its invention. All right, that's our WTF.
What the fact?
Time now for update. Here are the stories we're looking at today.
All right, so Shensia slips into a curvy, hugging leather fit from Cardi B's burlesque party. You see it? You see it, Shelz?
Oh, the black
yeah,
outfit. Oh,
yeah.
I never know that. I never know what was the occasion, but I was grateful for
Oh,
the
it
post.
just-
But I was grateful for the post. Like, I never know what it was about. But I said, oh, so it was going somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, she was going somewhere. So it was Cardi B's burlesque party, and if you know anything about burlesque, it's a very sexy event, I must say. So Shensia was showing off her curves. She looked kind of 6'2", you know. I say it was in Los Angeles, Poppy nightclub, and she had on something very important. That's what I'm looking for, you know. It is a So it's I think it's a Calvin Klein piece, and it was made in about 1998. The choker, I believe, that she had on. So that's like a big deal.
Ooh.
So, you know, the Calvin Klein call you and say, all right, you
Rock
can
this.
borrow this.
Yeah, rock this
you
on our
can
behalf.
use this on our behalf. So, yeah, so that's a big deal. She was
Wow.
looking good. We can expect new music from her. She's not doing so bad with the single that she has called Obsessed with
Charlie Puth.
Calvin Harris, yeah.
Calvin Harris.
Charlie
So,
Puth too.
Yeah.
so she's going good and she's enjoying herself. And you see her more often in the top celebrity circles. So she's getting there and she's making her own. So kudos to Shensia.
And she's throwing shots at Nikki.
No, hold on.
Who are shot at?
What? I would encourage her to.
Who doing that?
Shensia?
A lie.
Yeah,
When
man.
did she?
For. What's that?
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
it's not.
man, she said some things. Since the
since
Fine
the-
Nine.
Yeah, but come on now. You can't get everything.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be fair.
She's not,
I know, but
she's not kissing to
Hold
get
on there.
collabs.
hold on there. So now it makes sense. She was at Cardi B's
go.
burlesque party.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
She'll
something.
line up with her.
Shensia, be careful.
Maybe her fave among the rappers, female rappers. Yeah.
Be careful, though.
I think you're
Don't
going to hear more about
choose
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
And
got.
Nikki will cuss her now, 'cause Nikki will cuss her.
Yeah. in a dialect that she'll understand.
Exactly.
She know the thing go. But all right. Well, you know what? Big up Shelly and Fraser Price and Sherika Jackson. They were both nominated for the World Athletics Female Athlete of the Year.
Congrats.
Yeah, man, well
Awesome,
deserved. Yeah, man, it's a
awesome.
nice little quick story. It was just announced. So, you know, we want to wish them all the best. I don't know. Can anybody really beat them? If you really sit down and men's it, I mean,
No, they would have to be
yeah, like between them, for real.
favorites.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a tie?
Not to my knowledge.
I'm putting up on the spot. Unagi. Between, if you're supposed
The
to
two
No,
of
you
them-
can't do with that.
Well,
The
the
two
two
of
of
them I
them-
get it. Yeah, you not do with that. And the two of them I get it. What?
Well, it's an honor just being nominated.
Just being nominated.
So it's
Yeah.
a good
one.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats to them.
Yeah, man.
So, shall we just reflect a little bit on the broadcast with the Hope Zoo some months ago on Up and Go, as it was at the time.
Yeah.
And you remember that moment when the handler, the zoo,
Joey.
Joey.
yeah, Joey
Big up Joey.
brought over this this iguana. It was
Yeah, man.
Yes,
I
it
remember.
was.
and we all reacted in various ways.
Yeah. Briefly.
The video is still up where
Yeah,
you
it's
can
there.
see that I was drifting backwards away from the lizard. Well, there's a radio host in Australia who had a similar experience and actually passed out as a result of the experience. An Australian radio show descended into chaos during a segment about arachnophobia on Wednesday when one of the hosts had a panic attack
Oh, Lord.
and passed out while touching a tarantula.
Why did you?
Yeah.
I understand.
Erin Molan was trying to brave up, can be seen breathing very fast and letting out several nervous moans as at the moment the spider's release approached. And she was there saying, "We're about to have spiders put on us." But she's trying to cover the nervousness that
Yes.
she was feeling. Well, she actually passed out, and they had to get the emergency crew in. She obviously survived, but it was a scary moment for the radio station and their listeners who were both listening and watching. So she survived, and that's a good thing. Just like we did when we were.
It wasn't that bad, guys.
Well,
All the iguana was doing was peeing too much.
No,
I was
so
like,
I
and
heard-
he was scared too. The iguana was scared
I
too.
heard some hissing. I heard that. I heard
And
That
if you
was
looked
pee.
on the table, there was some sing as well.
Yeah.
Like wet?
Yeah, because he was scared. He kept peeing. I've never
Yeah.
seen an iguana pee so much in my life. The entire script was
Got messed up.
soaking wet. I was like, what?
I'm still trying to figure out who was more nervous. Was it the iguana or
I have
a
feeling
member
it
of
was
our
the-
team who is speaking now?
I would say.
I feel the iguana was
They're going to
more.
say the iguana.
The iguana was more scared. The
But-
iguana was the one that was peeing the entire time.
Let's
So,
just-
as far as you know.
As far as
Let me just put this in. In my years in radio, it's one of my most memorable moments.
yes,
And that's because I don't want to say the full truth. No, I don't wish to have another iguana on the table before me while I'm doing my radio
No, we're
program.
we
If
can
you
do a
get my
snake
drift.
next time.
What?
Snake?
Hope zoo, liquid. A snake.
Oh.
What
Just let me
I'm
know
not
before.
gonna touch is
Give me a few days
a
notice.
monkey.
Send on a letter to management.
Yeah. Snake.
Them can stay.
No, listen.
Oh God, I'm glad Miss Mohan survived though, and I know
Yes.
what the experience was
She
like
shouldn't
firsthand.
have touched that.
Behave,
Yeah.
You know she's afraid.
She
Why
want to
you
get
did
over the
that?
fear.
The-
Yeah.
Try it.
never work out.
Maybe next time
Yeah,
try
they-
it.
try
Try
smaller
it off the
spider.
air.
Yes.
Try a smaller spider. Work your way
Exactly.
up.
Work your way
From
up.
a toy spider, then just work your way
Wow.
All right, that was of course
Update.
time now for the proverb of the day.
All right, I'm gonna take my time now with this. When man dead lie down, pan him back, them put poil milk over him head. When man dead lie down pan him back, them put poil milk over him head.
Poil,
Yeah, poil.
poil. That is
Spoil.
spoil.
Poil.
Why didn't I do that?
Well, people
Okay,
often
carry
take
on,
advantage of
Oh.
someone who is feeble and unable to defend himself.
Yep.
That's what that is all about.
Yeah.
So again, when man dead lie down upon him back, them put poil milk over him head.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of ties in. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
People often take advantage of someone who is feeble and unable to defend himself or herself for that
Yeah.
matter. And you should stop it.
Yeah.
All right, that's the proverb of the day. Now it's on to the pet peeve of the morning. Now, Jody, as we always like to tell them, pet peeves are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even sometimes upsetting. Who has today's pet peeve? We're going to find out right now.
You know what my biggest pet peeve? You ever have to do a group assignment yet? Lord Jesus. No, sir. And them put you with the group, right?
Yeah, man,
and
hear
you
it.
always have the one person that will have so much on them plate that them can never do for them part in a the group project. Are the most annoying thing. No. Up and go.
Then for stop
Look
it.
here, man. Me 8 group assignment. Cause you always have the one person there when you want to do the work. I have all sort of excuse. I'm my biggest pet peeve. No.
Jano. Serious pet peeve that.
Yo.
Can you imagine you end up with all a
Everybody
A?
that go school
No
can tell you
contribution
that.
and you get a A.
I ain't get a A. A.
Me guilty. Me guilty. I can sit down and go on
At
like
least you're honest.
I go like my whole head and though. No. Shelz, what your part? Yeah, man, you still get it, man. You don't know anything. And then you go some books.
Ain't with me now.
And then
Shells,
you
no,
go-
no, we don't believe that.
Hey,
No, real
Shelz,
thing, man.
no ramp with me,
I had
man.
a- I had-
I'm big
I
fight
had-
that,
Yo.
I had an
My
assignment.
impression of you is that you're going to be making sure that you're out there with your first.
Yeah, even for
Yeah, man.
put in
That is my
a
impression of
Big
you.
up who did in a group with me during the university days. We can tell you this quick and fast. We have an assignment in a group assignment and everybody put in a written part. And me got me so busy, quote unquote busy. So what I did on the day is that then realized I could have chat. You see me and say, so for the day we just go up there and just present. We just present based on.
so you
So
played
like
your
we just
part in
intro
it.
everything. It's like, so today, we'll be talking about Christopher Columbus. And, this man was a nothing written, But I me carry the group. Ironically, the end.
You tie it all together.
Yeah, man. You have to know it. But I'm very sorry to my group.
No, seriously, is that serious pet peeve?
Yeah, man. I really think, man.
I know many people out there can relate to that one.
Listen,
man.
Yeah.
Set
so
away,
you know
man.
about group project. I do when me hear about group assignment, I'm nervous. I myself, somebody I gotta do something for upset me.
Moral of the story: if you're part of a group with an assignment, please
Do your
Do your part.
Exactly. Simple as that. All right.
All right.
Dot. It's now time for us to get into our first interview segment, and we're going to be talking about the inaugural Louise Bennett Coveley Festival, which is to be held this Saturday. The outdoor festival will showcase storytelling, poetry, dance, Meritone's music, a kiddies zone. There will be arts and crafts and memorabilia of T-shirts and cups, which will be sold as a fundraiser to promote education, especially the Louise Bennett Primary Louise Bennett Primary School. And we're joined this morning by poet and writer. Of course, in addition to that, she is the director, university director of the Institute for Gender and Development Studies over there at the University of the West Indies. We're joined by Professor Opal Palmer Adisa once again. Good morning, Prof. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I just want to make a correction that I'm no longer the director for the Institute that I was, but now I'm doing many other things.
One of which we'll speak about this morning. Thank you for that correction. The Louise Bennett Coveley Festival is happening this Saturday. It's the inaugural staging. Give us some deets on it, please, Prof.
All right. So, Miss Lou is tremendous to Jamaica, not just the contribution to language. So we're having this festival to honor our own at home. Mm-hmm. And we have Delia Harris, who's going to be emceeing. We have Sherry Natural. We have Amina Blackwood Meeks. We have Fabian. All the way from Canada, we have Tania Hernandez. We have Little Miss Lou. We have students from the Edna Manley College. It's really a family day to promote and to ensure that we preserve the work that Louise Bennett did, not only as an actress, having the first Jamaica children program, nationalizing the pantomime, working on our nation language, collecting folklores and stories. We want to make sure that is preserved. And we also want to make sure that Jamaicans, especially our young people, continue and expand that tradition.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned one name that gets my interest there. You mentioned a Little Miss Lou.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of persons perform Miss Lou's poems and so on, but there is a Little Miss Lou out there?
There is a Little Miss Lou out there, Courtney Graves, who has won several medals with the gold medals with the JCDC, who is also one of our sponsors along with the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports. So she's Little Miss Lou. In fact, I saw her the other day and I said, Courtney, you've gotten big. I don't know if we can still call you Little Miss Lou. But she is an amazing young Jamaican, is one of these young Jamaican girls you want to be so proud of. Because of how she has taken this on. She dresses in the costume. She writes her own poems, but she also performs Miss Lou's poems. She's quite a very talented young lady.
Based on all that you've mentioned so far, I get the feeling that this event is not just for kids. I mean, although a lot of kids will attend, no doubt. Who are you catering to at this event?
This is really a family affair. So, while we have a lot of children performers, we also have adult performers who will be doing work. We have the Danzig Dance Troupe. It's really for the family. And what we want to say, let's come back Jamaica as a family and celebrate together and learn and share together and big up our culture. So that, it's for parents and families, it's for the entire community to just come out and have a really good time.
Yeah, loving that. Now, right now, I'm excited, Prof. I'm excited, really excited. So, my question is one of the obvious ones. Is there a cost to attend?
There is a cost to attend, but we're not going to put anybody back. As was mentioned, we intend to support the Louise Bennett School in terms of whatever technology they need to help that and to support a student in the drama department at the Edna Manley College, because that's what Miss Lou. So there's a $500 cost for children on 6 and over, and there's a $1,000 cost for adults. So, and those proceeds will go $2,000 for adults, and those proceeds will go right back into scholarships and funding for those events.
All right. Did we get the details of the location?
Yes, it is in Gordon Town at the what has now been officially designated as the Louise Bennett Coveley Square, where Miss Lou's statue is. And it's just going to be a really fun day. And, you know, we invite the community to come out. We have security. We have parking at the school and at the Methodist Church. We do encourage people to carpool, but, you know, there's parking that has been designated. And to just come out and celebrate the best of who we are and celebrate Miss Lou.
Yes. It gets underway at what time, Prof?
It starts at 10 and it goes until 4.
All right. I know up to recently we were celebrating the fact that Google gave her maximum exposure. Has there been any other similar kind of development as it relates to the name Louise Bennett Coveley?
No, but I understand that more is coming. And, you know, yeah. So, you know, Miss Lou is really, like many of our musicians, Bob Marley, is really continuing to put Jamaica on the cultural map.
Yes.
We are at that cutting zone.
Yes. But, Prof, can you give us a sneak peek as to what's coming? You know how we roll.
Lord, the child, this is why I don't want to put me in all of this stuff. You know, say,
Yes.
Auntie Roaches say,
Yes.
all of we need to big up ourselves and small up ourselves too, so we can all get together.
Fit in.
Miss Lou, they about the place, you know, she not dead, she'll live long, long, long. So just come out and walk good with we.
All right, Prof. I won't ask for more. Thank you so much. You've given us a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And all
Have
the
a good
best,
day
all the
yourself.
best with the
Thanks.
inaugural Louise Bennett Coveley Festival this Saturday, Gordon Town. Check it out, all right? Okay, it's now 8 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. There are a few things I must get through. Some shout-outs. There's a special couple that's celebrating today. We're going to get to that. Here is Sasha from Portmore. You know Sasha?
No.
Okay. That's
No,
like
Sasha
you're
there
a
at
forward.
Portmore, man.
All
No,
right,
I know
cool.
Sasha over there.
All right.
Big up every Sasha.
Yeah. All right. So let me see if you get another forward, Sasha. I want to say good morning to Sasha from Portmore.
Bam, 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 bam.
All right. She get a second big up. Something I go on this one. And it's not him sister.
Yeah,
It's not her cousin or her auntie. Sasha, you need to send us another message. But Sasha did write to say, morning Richie and the team. I had to turn up my radio for that one. That is when we were playing the Dennis Emmanuel Brown. She was loving it so much. Big up yourself and all the peeps over there in the Sunshine City. Now, this is the final time this week that you'll get a chance to participate and obviously get a chance to win in our Secret Sound game. So I want you to load it up and make sure that you're on with a chance. It is the Secret Sound game. It happens right now. Here's the sound that we ask you to identify. What does that sound like? Give us a call, 876-676-4996. That's 876-676-4996. If you prefer to save some money, you can also call us.
Yes, on the WhatsApp line, guys. Yeah, man. WhatsApp call us 876-551-5782.
All right, let's get to our telephone lines right now. Good morning. You've heard the sound. Do you have an answer? Good morning. Welcome. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and how are you?
We are doing
We're
well.
great.
And we're happy to hear from you. Who's calling?
This is Dion.
Dion?
Dion?
Yes, Richie.
All right.
Charles.
Hi,
Okay.
good morning.
Nice having you, Dion.
Yes.
Are you on your way to work?
Not as yet. I have to play the secret game first.
I like that.
All right.
That easy.
She's got to play the Secret Sound game first. So I hope you win. For that endorsement, I hope you win. What have you come up with, Dion?
Richie, to me, it sounds like somebody having a oxaw blade trying a piece of PVC pipe.
Somebody doing what?
So I have an oxaw blade.
Oh, Oxaw Blade.
Yeah, trying a PVC pipe.
Oh, Oxaw Blade sawing a PVC pipe. That is what Dion thinks. We're looking to see what the verdict is, Dion. You feeling? Are you in a good mood? Like you feel lucky?
You child don't give me the crank sound.
I don't want to do that.
I don't think so.
It might not happen
It
this
is
morning
looking-
for you like that.
Look like a good look.
Because you said a hacksaw blade cutting through a PVC pipe.
How?
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yes, sir.
Here's the verdict, Dion. Oh boy, I didn't expect that. Sorry, but have a good day.
Have a nice day now.
All right, blessings, Dion.
All right, let's go in one more time. It's 876-676-4996. Good morning. Welcome to the Secret Sound game. You're on. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
God.
You sound like Talis.
Talis, let me tell you something. If you get past me, you can't pass Shelz.
Yeah, man.
So don't try.
But Shelz, before I go any further, I have you up.
I'm gonna
Oh
know.
gosh.
About 3 Fridays ago, I won on your show with the line from the Richie.
Oh, the Richie Spice. With Roddy.
And no one has called me about my winner enclosure.
I lie. No, man, we're
Yes.
gonna fix things, man. We're gonna fix things.
Yes, it needs to be fixed.
No say a word, man. We're gonna fix things, Talis. No say a word, man.
Okay.
All right. So Talis, what's your answer for the Secret Sound game?
Is it the train coming to a halt and it's the brake making that sound?
No. Yeah. No. What? Maybe so. What do we have?
All right, guys.
Take care.
All
Have a
right,
good
cool,
day.
Talis.
I actually carried Jody's reaction on the
Is that I
radio.
know? Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome to the Secret Sound game. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Who is Joseph?
Yes.
Bruh.
Welcome, Joseph.
Welcome back, Joseph.
You had called about your prize earlier, right?
Yesterday I did.
Okay, great.
Got
Because
it.
we were-
Jody and I have an understanding.
I
Okay,
see.
cause
We
you
were
don't-
paging you for a few days.
Yeah, come see it, you know, I did that one though. I see it, Joseph.
Nearly lose it.
I know your teachers. I know your
What's your answer this morning?
All right, Richie. I am thinking it is someone shaking the content of a container.
He's the previous winner. He just made arrangements to collect his prize that he won a few weeks ago. You heard his answer. This is the sound he was describing? Or is it not? Let's find out. Wrong this time, Joe. Thanks much for trying, but have a good day, bro. Remember, you can call us without paying a cent. 876-551-5782. That's a WhatsApp number. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Secret Sound game.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome. Who's calling?
Hamilton.
All right, Hamo. Long time, man. How you been?
Oh, I'm good.
Good to hear that. All right, what's your answer?
Someone washing a bag.
Washing a bag?
Someone washing a
Yeah,
bag.
maybe like a school bag.
Oh,
The specifics. We appreciate the specifics.
Hamilton. Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Verdict? I'm going to take. Can we take one more? Because all of our lines are flashing, but we
Yeah.
really want to give. It's the last time we're playing the Secret Sound game this week, so we're trying our best to get a winner.
Yeah.
Good morning. Lucky you. On 876-676-4996.
Yes, like I said, I have no fear.
Who that? Dennis?
Yes,
All right.
In the building.
Careful, you know.
I always careful.
The outer road stay crew. Listen, go ahead.
Yeah, man. You know, sir. I hit back the jackpot again.
All right. Not going to see
I
where you
hit
come
the jackpot for a while. You know what, sir? I just print it. I print the paper and I cut it same time.
Print it.
Printer. I print the paper.
Oh, the printer.
And I clip it and cut the paper same time.
Him say, have no fear, you know.
No fear in that response
I
there.
have no fear.
Wait, the halfway tree.
I was a bit right. I want to transport center and about it.
Right in the halfway tree.
Right.
Yo.
Yo.
This call for a pullover.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
May I tell you?
I don't know what's up.
This call for a pullover, not by the police.
It's
I
chill.
don't know.
Yeah.
Pull over and hold this man.
Yeah, well, it's in a bit.
Respect, Dennis.
Have a good day. Have a good day. Have no fear. No winner. That means we're on to next week with a Secret Sound game with the same sound. Work on it. This is the sound that you must identify. Think about it on the weekend. As we say, heal up, my brethren. Robo, ranks.
Ranks in the building.
Morning, my brothers and my sisters too.
Yeah.
Morning on this wonderful afternoon here in London. Yeah, we can just forget about cold weather and all of that for this little snapshot of the afternoon. It's brisk, as they say. It's brisk.
Celebrate it while it lasts, my brother.
It's only going to be for a few hours. For a few hours.
Not even
now,
for
Richie,
a day. Come on.
Not nah. Just for we've reached the 10th stage of evil already. Now, Richie, I know you're keen on your current affairs. Did you by any chance watch the performance? This was her second time performing in front of the ministers in the House of Parliament, the new leader of the country.
Oh, Mr. Ross.
Did you glance it in any way, shape, or form?
By the way, my answer initial when I said mistrust, I meant mistrust.
Mrs.
Trust. No, I didn't actually see her performance at all.
It's one of the worst. It's one of the baddest performances. Now, I am like you. I love my music. We like entertainment, and you have to have a certain air of confidence, even sometimes show some arrogance to be a stage performer. And it just shows you how bad some people are, or where we are, the depth of where politics is concerned. Where we're in a place where a lot of people are in need of help. There's a lot of places around the world, a lot of situations in a lot of countries, both in England, UK, Jamaica, where we need people to step up and be top performers.
Right.
But that was an example of how bad politicians and leaders of our affairs have become. No wonder we are in this mess.
Oh,
so
boy.
that's why I would.
She's really off.
I just wanted to get. I just wanted to get that one
chest.
out nice and early. She is so poor.
Oh gosh. I don't know. I mean, she is off to a very, very, shall we say, poor start. Pun intended. I mean, I don't hear any good news coming.
She's poor. She's poor.
And
like,
if you're not careful, she'll take everybody with her. Is that what you're saying?
Look, she's took the pound with her. She's tanked it to the floor. They say that if you take away the time that the country was doing its whole mourning for the Queen, she's really only been in power. So you take away the 2 weeks that was off, where she came in, she's only been in power for 7 days.
Yeah. Man, oh man! I mean,
it's unbelievable. Bro.
Well, when he hit the she has hit the ground running, but not at any real pace.
Oh no, she hit the ground and made us all run.
And when she has also hit rock bottom, it seems, in terms of her popularity. And you know what they say: when you hit rock bottom, the only place is good to go up. So maybe she will bounce back or something. And I wish for that for your sake and all of my fans, family, and friends over there in the UK. But man, I don't hear any good news coming out of her camp at all.
Not at all. And as I said, it's just how bad people perform. And in all walks of life, we need people. We don't really need, but we have people managing different affairs, whether doctors, nurses, stage show promoters, engineers. You just need people to perform at optimum level. And you will not get, obviously, a monkey to play the piano, because you might not get the right type of tune out of the piano. But this is what we have. This is what we have it with people actually running countries, running governments. And I am afraid the theme seems to be polluted everywhere. So, no doubt, people.
Hey, Robert,
read.
Let me tell you, you know what I keep remembering, though, Richie and Shelz? Robert's first comment when she came to office. You know, I mean, we had a link with him. And believe me, Robert said, yo, she's just...
Yeah, he made a right prediction.
Right. He's like, yo.
Are you feeling early elections?
I feel there's going to be some change before long, because it can't run like this.
Okay.
That's like actually going to get your teeth extracted. And a dentist, kind of like he will reassure you and say, don't worry, sit back here. I'm going to pump some of this gas down you. But I'm going to get that teeth out.
Hey,
turn up. Turn up and it's just somebody in an apron saying, which teeth? What do you want me to do? You just know you're in trouble. That's how I felt with her.
Hey, but question, Robert. Could it be early days? Give her a chance.
Settle in.
Right?
No way.
No.
If I turn up at Heathrow Airport and you tell me it's early days, she ain't flown a jumbo jet, but you will get to Jamaica sometime. No. You better have some hours under your belt. She hasn't had the time.
Oh, boy.
She's just been put in because it's a popularity competition, and that's what all these politicians seem to be like. I want to be the good guy or the good girl. I just want to be Mr. and Mrs. Popular.
Oh, boy.
And popular is not policies, and that's why we find ourselves in this trouble right now. You
Need
know?
to play some more Sam Cooke. A change is going to come.
Has to.
Hey, did you see the list? Just before we get to music, you saw the list, Robo?
No.
The list has Ronaldo at number 10, Ferenc Puskas at number 9, Franz Beckenbauer at number 8, George Best at number 7, Johan Cruyff at number 6, Zinedine Zidane at number 5,
Right.
Pele, surprisingly, at number 4.
All right.
Cristiano Ronaldo is at number 3.
Okay.
Diego Maradona at number 2.
So that leaves only one person.
And the man at number 1 happens to be Lionel Messi. And
So
this
where
is
where's
442's top 10 best football players of all time.
No. You know there's a bias in there.
No, man,
If you have a list and you do not
Have
have
R-
Thierry Henry
Or
in that
even
list,
R9.
you're
I haven't heard.
drunk.
I haven't even heard.
If there's
Ronaldo.
no R9,
Yeah.
if there's no
Right.
Ronaldo in there, you're drunk. And
Yeah,
if there,
no
and
R9.
also another player that people sleep on. I just forgot his name. Ronaldinho.
Oh, he's there.
Cristiano's there, yeah.
No. R9 is there. He's
He's
number
at
10.
number 3. Number
No, Cristiano Ronaldo is number
right.
3, but R9, I would like to say the original Ronaldo. He's number 10.
He's at number 10, right.
But
No Ronaldinho and no Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
That is also correct. Ronaldinho, it has to
Has
be
to
in
have
there.
Ronaldinho, you think?
But it's just how it is. You have these biased media agenda. I mean, I've watched Neymar enough times, and I've seen Neymar flop a lot of times playing football. But I've seen, for the times when I've seen him win and take games for his club and his country, I don't know how you would say George Best. And you know, and George Best was a fantastic footballer way before my time. But I'm pretty sure there was a lot of games that George Best couldn't turn up because he was at the bar. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Neymar. Come on.
Yeah, that's a list put up by 442. Yeah, it's causing a lot of controversy and a lot of reactions, obviously, and I'm glad that I got you guys to say something on it as well. The breakout bartending show Inna the Mix with Samantha-rae made its debut in August of 2022. This talent-based reality TV-style competition series showcased a dynamic group of some 7 Jamaican mixologists blending their way through an ultimate battle of skill and personality. And they had a lot of sponsors on board. We understand the Tourism Enhancement Fund was there with them. Ray and Nephew, White Overproof Rum, Select Brands. These are all names that I recognize, obviously. Monimusk Rums, Home Choice, the La Vida venue at Pollyanna's, PMR Cogent, Neeks, Crown Care, and Spa Divine were all on board with this project that was, of course, conceptualized by the executive producer herself, Samantha-rae, a.k.a. Sammierae Mclean, who is joining us right now and is very much in the studio with us. Good morning, Sammierae. Welcome. How are you doing?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I am good.
Yes. Interestingly, we were talking off the air, and she was just kind of giving an indication of how much work goes into productions like these. And more than that this is actually the first time that she was doing it. But you've started off on an excellent footing, it seems, and you've had successes with this series.
I would say so. Fairly, yes.
Don't be so modest about it, Sammierae.
I mean, you don't want to get complacent.
Yeah.
So, and I believe that the work I started with, I have to keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
So I can't get complacent.
Take us to the time when you were just literally thinking about doing something, and how did it turn into what it has become?
Well, it all started because I went through depression. I was living in Canada, and my life literally hit rock bottom.
Oh, really?
And I remember just saying, Sammierae, it's up from here, but you're going to have to do things differently. And I really believed that I had a passion. I had a greater purpose. And I came to Jamaica. It was during the time of the pandemic, and when Canada said that you had to pay the money to go back to stay in the hotel. And I was here and I realized that, I did have me in a better mindset.
Oh, okay.
And I decided to stay and I was like, okay, if I'm here, I have to do something. And I just said, okay, I'm going to do a production because I registered a production company with my business partner a year before. And I was like, okay, I'm here, I'm going to do a production. No experience. No, I've not been living in Jamaica for about 7-8 years. So I can tell you, I don't know who the folks are that you go to. So I'm literally just diving into this mix.
Yeah.
I would have started with doing our cooking show. And then a cooking show came out on TVJ. And when we did some research, we were like, with so many cooking shows, it's going to be hard to get the big sponsors on board.
Okay.
How will you sell that your idea is so unique? But when I was pursuing the cooking show, I had an idea to do a mixology show because when I went to look for the chefs myself, I had this idea. There's a lot of cooking shows, but not a lot of mixology shows.
Okay.
So I feel it was destined. And the whole day back and forth, I was like, okay, I'm going to go with a mixology show and call it In the Mix.
Okay. Nice.
And I would have had 2 mixologists already, Captain Kid and the Big Belly Bartender, who's also the master mixer for season 1. Shout out to Randy Thomas. Yes,
Big
Big Belly Bartender. And I was like, okay, so I found the money. We did a pilot episode. And right as I did the pilot episode, I heard that Beyond the Bar came out. And I was like, I wanted to step out to something unique and different. And to be honest, I did. And I just dived in. It never normal. I'm telling you, it's so many lessons. I mean, there's a business aspect of it and wearing so many different hats, and I had no experience. Man, it was a journey.
Obviously, you pulled a team together that was able to help you get it together, though.
Yeah.
And you're now looking towards season 2, which will be I suspect you'll start shooting in a little while from now. The mixers on the series would have gone through a series of fiery competitions showcasing their skills and seeing how they measure up to the judges' criteria. What were their own reactions upon participation in this series? What did you get from them?
I know they felt challenged because, we flip it, I want to shake things up in the mix. That's our tagline.
Yes.
And, they'll come and they think this is the way the competition is going to go, and I just flip it. And they're like, oh my God, Sammierae, why? But I was able to challenge them, I believe. And honestly, they pulled through. I mean, every time I would have created a challenge, they really surprised me. I mean, they used jerk sauce, pepper sauce, yes, from Home Choice. Have you ever had a drink with pepper sauce and jerk sauce?
No, I've not.
I guarantee that if you go to the bar and you get that drink, you would not know that jerk sauce or pepper sauce was in the drink.
Oh my goodness.
So
I don't want to be thinking about that for a little bit.
We changed the perspective of mixology on this show as well.
Nice. No, from I heard the name, I just want to find out more about this general, the Big Belly Bartender, right, who was crowned the master mixer for season 1. Tell us a little bit about him. What made him, in the end, come out on top?
I honestly believe that throughout the competition, he was consistent. The show is not just about the mix; it's about the personality and the entertainment, because they're in the entertainment business. Okay. And when people come to the bar, they want an experience. And I believe that the judges would have made that decision because of the uniqueness of his presentation. I mean, he called a drink Intimacy, where he told a story about his soon-to-be wife.
Okay.
Then there was a Parish remix as well, and he represented St. Thomas, so him come out like the Obeah man. His head was, him have on a head tie. I mean, he threw himself out there. And I believe it was a tough call because, to be honest, all the mixers really came out. I mean, I would have been blessed to have some of the best mixologists on the island for this show. And so completely grateful. And I want to shout out to OCM Productions as well, who really came on board and made this thing a reality.
Yeah. The Big Belly Bartender walked away with a grand prize of 300,000 Jamaican dollars cash and an all-expense paid trip to the 2022 Caribbean Food and Rum Festival in Florida. That's coming up in December this year, right?
Yes.
And you think he's going to do well, I'm sure.
I know he's
going to do well. All right. Now, you're coming back with season 2. And before you give us any more details on that, are you also now, having gone through season 1 and seen the success of In the Mix, are you thinking of venturing into other areas that you might think we need to see in front of our eyes on television locally?
Yes, I am a creative, and so I believe in just providing content to fulfill a need. And I think that there's, we have just this rich culture. And, these ventures are very expensive though. So, I mean, I would just love to partner with anybody who has the capital and just create anything. I'm a creative. I have so many ideas and I love just diving into it, and it's a beautiful experience. So for sure, being back in Jamaica has been a great experience for me, and I'm ready to work, ready to go out there and do what needs to be done.
Conquer new horizons. So season 2, can we expect the same level of intensity and excitement that will keep us glued to our screens?
Well, I should tell you, I can't start up here and then no. I have to maintain it, and I think everybody's going to be looking for that. So we're gonna have to up the quality, up everything. So we're gonna have to get together as a team and just all right, we're gonna just dive into the mix even bigger and better for season 2.
Looks like it's gonna be another 7-week stretch, or you might extend that too.
In terms of the mixers?
Yeah, in terms of the number of episodes and so on.
Oh, no, okay. So for season 2, we are hoping to have 13 episodes this time because it was 5 episodes for season 1.
All right.
So we're hoping to go out with 13 episodes, bigger and better, and find the best mixologists that think that they have what it takes to be the master mixer for In the Mix.
Of course. You're sitting beside a creative, so I know that this kind of stuff
you're
excites
inspired
you.
me as a listening. So that's a good look. No, Sammierae, I'm curious. How can other mixologists, get in season 2 on season 2?
Follow us on Instagram at In the Mix, or you can send an email to projects@srproductions.ca.
All right.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. It's a good look.
It's great meeting you.
Thank you.
I'm happy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm happy for you and the success that you've had, especially with the story you gave, where you were coming out of a bout of depression, and look at how God has blessed you with this particular series. You have done well, and I know that you'll continue to do well. I feel that, and I wish you well.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Is it Lando that is in the studio with you?
Lando Lyrical.
Lando.
He's the writer and the performer for the theme song In the Mix.
Big up yourself, Lando, in the studio
Lyrical.
somewhere. All right, nice meeting you again, Sammierae, and all the best with your future projects. We'll be here to help you to get it out of the world as you wish. Take care. Much love.
Thank you.
All right, Jamaican doing well. Glad we're proud of it. And we've got a guest coming through momentarily. Let's hear a little bit more about this gentleman.
No problem. So our next guest is Anguillan singer Olaide Banks. That's right. He is the brother of cricketer and singer Omari Banks and the son of music pioneer Banky Banks. Now, Olaide's musical sound is as diverse as his life experiences. He was born and raised on the Caribbean island of Anguilla, traveled through Europe and the US as a teen, attended college and law school in Houston, and became the organizer of the Moonsplash Music Festival in his 20s. Now, Olaide's his sound is shaped by reggae, acoustic soul, and bluesy rock. His lyrical inspirations include Tracy Chapman, Israel Houghton, Jonathan McReynolds, Eric Clapton, and of course his father Banky Banks. Now, Olaide's forthcoming album is aptly titled All the Colors, and paints a picture of the world as seen through the eyes of a father, husband, son, and pastor.
Oh,
yeah, so it's a good look.
Indeed.
Yeah, man.
I think we have him on the. Is it the phone or
we have him on Zoom?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Morning, Olaide.
Greetings,
Mr. Banks.
Olaide.
Good morning. It's Olaide Banks. I appreciate you guys having me. No problem at all,
Okay.
man. I appreciate you having me, opening your platform for me. I'm very appreciative of it.
Yeah, man.
All right, good to have you, man. I met your father years ago, and I want to say commendations to yourself and your family for what you've been doing with music, reggae music, and other forms as well. With the famous is it Moonsplash that you stage, right?
Yeah, Moonsplash Music Festival. Yes, thank you so much, man. Yeah, we as Buju Banton said, we are fighting to keep the fire of reggae burning
Yes.
in Anguilla in the Eastern Caribbean. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Before I get into your music and all of that, though, do you play cricket as well, like your brother does?
Not on that level, I play for fun, but not like Omari, not on a professional level.
And Omari has been doing some music also, so give him my regards, all right?
Definitely, I will do. I'll be talking to him later today. We talk every day, and so yeah, I'll definitely give him your regards.
All right. Well, Adi, let's talk a little bit about what life was like growing up in Anguilla.
Oh man, I have to say I had a blessed life, a privileged life, right? I wasn't wealthy by any stretch, but I had a lot of love in my life growing up, from my mother, my father, my grandparents. I had a big extended family, so my childhood was a happy childhood. I got to see a lot of things. I got to dream a lot. You know, I didn't get a lot of limitations placed on me. You know, sometimes growing up in a small island, sometimes there are limitations, but sometimes there's also the benefit of, for example, if you grew up in a small town or a parish in Jamaica, somebody may own the little shop, they may have the sound system, they may have so they might do all three of these things. And so one of the things that I had an opportunity to do growing up is just to touch and experience a lot of different things. So my childhood was blessed in that regard. Obviously, some challenges like everybody I would experience, but I'm very grateful for my experience growing up.
Cool. Now, what's the music scene like over there in Anguilla? What genres are dominant over there?
You know, historically, things like soca is still very strong. Reggae is something that people definitely appreciate. Dance hall, but it was very eclectic when I was growing up. Just like similarly, like nowadays, you know, you have more formatted stations where some station may play reggae or some station may play rock or something like that. But even now in Anguilla, you have a diversity of things. So you might hear some country, some rock, some reggae, some soca, some traditional calypso, some whatever it is. So the music scene was very diverse. And again, being from a small island, you know, a lot of people tried to play music. So it was very eclectic is what I would say.
Okay.
And even now, there's a even more growing music scene around the tourism. You know, the demand for live music is there.
Oh.
So a lot of young people are into playing live music. You know, you got the DJ scene, you got all of that.
Okay. Of all of those genres that you mentioned a while ago, Olaide, which of those would you say influenced you most? And what kind of music are you putting out? And describe yourself for us as an artist. Let us know a little bit more about that side of your existence.
Yeah, the music that influenced me the most initially, I would say, would have to be reggae music, just because my dad was involved in that early. You know, one of my early experiences, my dad played Sunsplash in 1983, right? And that was a long time ago. And, you know, coming from that, he had stories and videos, and just seeing some of that, you know, I'll date myself around that time. You know, musical youth was a big thing, right? And so for me, seeing children that was about my height playing music and doing all that strongly influenced me, you know. But also, you know, all different types of things, rock, you know, ballads on the radio, choir music that we sing, but reggae was that initial influence. And just because of my dad's proximity to some of those people, it seemed like something real to me. Some of these people that I might have heard on the radio before, you know, actually getting to see some of these people early on and interact with them on some level, that was very influential on me.
Okay.
Now, Olaide, I know you have an album called All the Colors, but there's also a single called All the Colors? Is that
there's a song called All the Colors.
Yeah, tell us about that.
And the song All the Colors is really a tribute to the women in my life. My mother, my grandmothers, both of my grandmothers are passed. To a certain extent, my wife. And it's a song, it's just a tender song about, you know, what has shaped me up to this point. And it really was an opportunity for me to kind of express myself and express some emotions that sometimes as men we don't often do. And I think, you know, it's really healthy that we do that. I could go on a long tangent and tell you why I think so many of the ills that we face in society in terms of the violence and drugs and all these things are based on suppressed emotions. that we don't really convey, and traumas that we hadn't really dealt with. And so this song was an opportunity to just kind of express some of those things, man. And it's something that I wrote, if I have the time, I was in my grandmother's yard. This was back in 2020, just before the pandemic started. I was down there for Moonsplash. I was sitting there with my aunt and my mother, and my niece and my nephew were there. And my niece, Omari's daughter, my brother's daughter, said, "Uncle Olaide, you see all these colors here and whatever," and it just kind of made me flash back to some things from my childhood. I just put that note in my phone, all the colors. And as I started writing it, man, just so many memories and vivid pictures came back to me. And so that was the writing process. And then in the recording process, it was even more meaningful because, obviously I produce most of my music on my own, but then also when I'm adding the musicians on, the live musicians, a lot of times I send that to Jamaica. And I want to give a big shout out to Stephen Stanley, who mixes all my music. He's a great collaborator with me. Yeah, who very influential in terms of my sound. But when we were finishing up the song, Stevie said, Dean was walking through the studio. That's Dean Frazier, Canon Frazier, Mr. Frazier, walking through the studio, and he said, man, he loved the sound of it and he'd like to do something on it. And I was like, man, I would love if he did something on it. And that was at the time before his mom passed, but he had been going through that transition with her, and it was just a really emotional time. And so that really shines through on the song. So it's just so impactful.
Yeah, this obviously is a special one for you. We're going to get a chance to allow the listeners, Bridge Nation, to hear it. I'm looking on the screen where you're seated, and I see a guitar close at hand. Do you play that instrument or any other for that matter?
Oh yeah, definitely. On every song that is on my album, I play the acoustic guitar on it. So I write all my songs, I do all the compositions, and I write them on my guitar. And when I perform live, I perform with my guitar as well. So, I play the guitar on everything, and that's my writing process.
Yeah, where can persons listening to us right now, Bridge Nation, find you and support your music?
Definitely all streaming platforms. So whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, go on YouTube, just search Olaide Banks. My name is on the screen, but it's Olaide. That's the first name, last name is Banks. But go to Instagram is where I'm really active, Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, definitely I would encourage people, when you hear the music, I think you're going to want to support it. And if you want to support it, download it. I'd love you to stream it, but I'd even prefer if you download it after you streamed it, because that's how we support the music. That's how we keep it going.
Yeah, man. Well, Olaide, great meeting you, great talking with you, and I wish you all the very, very best, man. I'm going to play your song, All the Colors, right now. Take care, and
thank you so much.
Hope to talk to you again sometime in the future.
All right, peace and blessings.
Every time.
All the time.